Okay. So we are live now. Okay. So a warm good morning to everyone present here. I am your host Pranav Bharadwaj, and we have a co-host as Anurag Mittal. Yes. Uh, let's welcome all. Uh, I welcome you all to this webinar, Know Your IEEE Best Practices and Success Mantras, organized by IEEE Student Branch, Acropolis Institute of Technology and Research, Indore. As a speaker today, we have with us Dr. Professor Biju Balakrishnan Pillai, Professor of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering at SIES Graduate School of Technology, Navi Mumbai. He is the branch counselor of the IEEE student branch and also the advisor to the MTTS Society and the Computer Society. We also have volunteers from his student branch. We have Mr. Vatsal Kore here, who is the present chair of the student branch and the past vice chair of the MTTS Society. We have Ms. Anusha Ganpati, who is the present editor of the IEEE Bombay section newsletter, also the IEEE representative for SIES Graduate School of Technology. We have with us Mr. Karthik Iyer, who is the CE final year, and Mr. Ruben Nada, who was the past chair of the MTTS Computer Technics Society. Now over to you, Biju sir. Please start.
Thank you very much for the introduction of me and my student members. Good morning, Professor Gaurav Chaitanya, Pranav, Anurag, other faculty, and dear students. Today I have been invited to speak on best practices and success mantras of our IEEE student branch SIS GST by Professor Gaurav Chaitanya. Thanks for having me to talk about my IEEE experience. Before I speak about my success mantras, I would like to share something about my student branch. We have been fortunate to get the Best Student Branch Award for the past 2 years. It is a regional exemplary branch award given by IEEE International. We have also received Darrell Chong Award for the Best Student Activity for the year 2021. From IEEE India Council, we received Outstanding Student Volunteer Award, which was given to our student branch chair, Shubham Mishra, for the year 2021. I believe that these awards can be attainable by any student branch with proper teamwork. Let me share our student branch story. I had joined SIS GST in July 2017. In 2017, we received a mail from Bombay Section Secretary Dr. Satyanarayana. In 2017, Satya sir was the Secretary of Bombay Section. Regarding the closure of our student branch, and the reason being zero IEEE membership. From that zero to consistently getting around 130 members for the last 4 years. This gave me immense satisfaction. Now I'll share some of the best practices that we follow in our student branch. Maybe some of the practices, okay, almost all other branches are also following. But what we are following, okay, I just mentioned. First, we have a separate IEEE student branch bank account. I take care of this account and college management does not interfere in this account. This helps for the funds to directly come to IEEE student branch account. This fund can be utilized for IEEE activities anytime. So there is no delay. So whenever it is needed, okay, we are able to take money from our own IEEE account. Second, our student committee tenure is from January to December. This matches with the students' membership tenure and it helps the students for a smooth transition. Usually there is always a gap between that April to July. If you're doing that transition, okay, that's not properly we are able to do. But once you are making the transition from December to Jan, there won't be any gap. Even the past student will be available in college. I think your SB also following the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
From January to December.
The third point, or the third best practices we believe, in our student branch, there are 5 levels of volunteering. I'll give what are these 5 levels. Level 1 is that event volunteers. Usually we get second semester and third semester students for this. I'm saying from Jan to December. So Jan to December, that first year students will be in second semester. And again, okay, one more semester. When they are in second year, okay, that's a third semester. So we are getting that volunteers from second semester and third semester. This is our first volunteering. So they are getting an experience about our IEEE events. Level second is that vice chair, event heads. This we call, okay, the junior executive committee. And they are from semester 4 and semester 5. Then there's a third level, that's the chair of SB and all the main heads of all the committees. They are from 6th semester and 7th semester. Now Anusha in that category, Anusha, Vatsal, Kore, all these are in that category. That's a third level of volunteering. Then the fourth level volunteering is like Ruben. Now he's in 8th semester. He's just the past committee member, but he's still there in that 8th semester. He can always give, okay, the mentoring and guidance to all the other 3 levels of students. That's a fourth level of volunteering. And there is a fifth level, that is all our pass out IEEE members. They are still a part of our family. Surely some of our members can explain the benefit we are getting from these pass out students. They are always helping us to conduct all the events. They will join as judges, even though they are in US or different places. And even the daytime, okay, they are joining. And in there is an event known as Techopedia. There were around 6 events we conducted parallelly. And for these 6 events, okay, we need almost 18 to 24 judges. And for all these alumni, that is our pass out IEEE members, always helped us to conduct smoothly. And we normally conduct, there is an alumni series also. For that also, we are always getting help from our past IEEE members. So that is actually the fifth level of volunteering. So this 5 level volunteering, okay, that is we are getting a smooth transition from level 1 to level 2, 3, 4, 5. By the third level, the member became experts in handling any situation that comes their way. Due to the 5 levels, delegation of works become easy and no one is overburdened. So that was our third, maybe the best practice, we believe. And the fourth point is, on an average, 40 to 50 events are conducted every year by us.
Okay.
This includes workshops, symposiums, seminars, podcast series, weekly news on YouTube channel, interview series with alumni, project competition, website development competition, coding competition, quiz competition, idea presentation, debate, industrial visits, SCEP lecture series. That's, I think all of you know, that's a free series, a free service from IEEE Bombay section or even from IEEE International. Then STEM program at school, to name a few. Our technical team is regularly organizing technical lectures and workshops for our own students, which over the years have shown great results. All these events are selected based on students' feedback. That is another very, very important, maybe the success mantra we consider. According to the students' feedback, okay, we decide the events. We are not going to stick the same events every year. According to the feedback, okay, we are changing the events. And so there is a plenty of enthusiasm from the students to organize and participate, because that is according to their interest only we are organizing. So we are getting, large number of participants as well as the students are ready to organize also this type of events. Fifth best practice, we believe, we try to practice in all the competitions organized by other colleges and submitting the documents needed for all the IEEE awards. So whenever that notification comes, okay, there is a dedicated team. Is there even Anusha was a part of that team, and we always submitting before the deadline. So every time, okay, I used to tell, okay, without participation you never get award, correct? So always
Yes.
participate. Maybe okay, that success maybe 10%. So you submit 10 times, okay, maybe once you will get an award. So in the important aspect is okay, the participation. So always participate, and surely you will get a mail regarding this one. So immediately reply for that one with the complete details. The sixth point I want to say, all our IEEE events and meetings are uploaded on vTools regularly. I hope you are also doing that one.
Yes, sir. I'm familiar with
This will
VTools.
help us to get rebate from IEEE every year. So usually we are getting around 40,000 rupees every year as a rebate. Surely this amount can be increased by increasing the number of IEEE members and by increasing the number of events also. Because that event proof will be that vTool submission. That is very important. Even though we have conducted 10 events, and if it is not submitting, okay, then it's not going to be validated.
Okay.
Then the seventh point, 24/7 I am available to my IEEE members and vice versa. So that is again another very important practice, okay, we are doing, because we always believe, okay, we are one family. Anytime anyone can contact. And the eighth point, maybe the most important point for a successful student branch, that is, fortunately, every year we get the best and the most talented students for IEEE. Without that, okay, there is no success. And we have multi-level screening for executive committee member selection. Maybe one of my members, okay, join here will explain his or her experience, how the selection process is going. I mean, what was the different levels of selection process? It's not in one day. It will take, okay, maybe 2-3 weeks. So it's a big selection procedure. Surely, okay, one of my members will explain that one. All the above said practices lead us to have those success stories. I hope you also get more success in the coming years. And
Yes, sir.
a few of my members have joined for an interactive session. So let's begin that interactive session. Thank you once again for having me. Thank you very
It's our
much.
pleasure, sir. We're honored to have you as a speaker. Okay, so coming to volunteers, I want you all to explain your experiences and how IEEE has benefited you in your lives and your professional careers as a student lives. We'll start with Mr. Watson.
Okay. So thank you for calling us today for this event and for share. I would love to share my experience with you all. So am I audible, right?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay.
Yes.
So speaking about my journey with IEEE SIA GST and the volunteering experience, it has been amazing, to be honest. Because when I found out IEEE in the first half of my second year, we were all in the phase of pandemic, and there was a lockdown, and we couldn't move anywhere. So IEEE was hiring volunteers, and I was very fascinated that what IEEE is. So at the first stage, I became the admin volunteer, and the selection process. I would like to explain you all the selection process of how we select volunteers. Yeah, how we get volunteers in IEEE SIGST. So basically, there are different steps, like we just are told that there are 5 stages, and on every stage, the higher stage take the interviews. So when I was an admin volunteer, my interview was taken by the junior council members, right? So in that interviews, I was asked that how I work, yeah, my experience, what I have done earlier. So that experience was very good. Like after that experience, I came into IEEE, and the overall experience I got as an admin volunteer was fantastic. I think I had one of my seniors. I would like to mention his name, Ricky Singh, as my mentor in the admin volunteering. He gave me a lot of experience with other members, and my overall experience as an admin volunteer was great. After this experience, I joined the IEEE Council as a junior in the junior council, and in that junior council, I was the MTTS head, or we can say MTTS vice chair. So my experience as a MTTS vice chair was basically MTTS is a microwave theory and technique society,
Yeah, yeah.
in which my mentor was Mr. Ruben Kumar. He had helped me a lot in this experience. Like I have gone through many things. We have gone through many things, and we have successfully completed 2 to 3 webinars and workshops. One of them was range, and second was LoRaWAN. So basically, this experience gave me a upper hand at how we can manage different events at Bombay section, yeah, on higher levels. After that, I gave in 2022 recently I gave the interviews for senior council, and I am glad that I am the part of senior council as the chair of IEEE GST. So I have learned a lot throughout this journey. The like Everyone knows that everything boils down to the experience. Whenever it is in the area of leadership, be it team management, decision making, or most significantly confidence, we have gone through lots of up and downs in this journey, and I will thank the whole committee and Biju sir for helping me out throughout this journey. Biju sir has been a great mentor and will always be a great mentor for IEEE GST. He has helped us in whatever activities we have done and planned, and always guided us. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And that's my overall experience as a volunteer in IEEE GST. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Anusha, can you tell us about your experience?
Sure, yeah. I started out my journey with IEEE SIS in the year of 2020 as a publicity volunteer. And then I went on to become the secretary in IEEE SIS student council as the part of the junior council. I was the secretary. Like Sir mentioned, V2 submissions are really important. With my another joint secretary, we were both joint secretaries. So we manage the whole report writing and submissions, award nominations, and meeting reports, all that, which are really crucial, the most crucial part of a student branch, I would say. And now currently I am the IEEE representative, gladly, and I'm really glad to be a part of the senior council, same as Vatsal. And this was only possible because of a bunch of highly motivated people that I work with. When I look around me and I see my teammates plotting the course of an event with all their will, it pushes me to go the extra mile too. So it's not about how willing you are to make the event or make something that you're doing grand. It's always about the team of amazing individuals that you're working with who bring in a new perspective that carves the way. So I have realized personally that there will be challenges, there will be differences of opinion, there will be misunderstanding. But above all that, there must be trust that will take a team very, very long way. So at our student branch, we not only, like Biju sir mentioned, we not only prioritize administering events, we also prioritize participating in other events and winning them. This broadens, it basically broadens our networks and promotes growth. And I think I have become, as a IEEE volunteer and then become a part of the council, I have in the last 2 years become more confident and have become more of a rational individual. And I would like to thank IEEE for that. And I'm very proud where we are with IEEE SISGST right now. And all my credit goes to my teammates and our supportive seniors, of course, and our branch counselor, Vijay Balakrishnan sir, for his guidance and everlasting encouragement to aim higher all the time. So thank you, sir. And yeah, that's my experience overall.
Okay. Mr. Ruben, can you elaborate about your experience?
Surely. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. So I like to say I started my journey as a technical volunteer, and I came to know about IEEE.
Is any audio problem,
Am I not audible?
or it is
You
only
are
to me?
right, sir.
No, sir, we can hear Ruben.
We can hear Ruben, sir.
Okay, so I'll continue. So as I said,
Yeah.
I began my journey as a technical volunteer, and I came to know about IEEE SIS GST when I used to see them organizing events, and also make sure that whoever the participants are, they used to make sure that they bring a personal connect with them. So not many others, they organize events and they also deliver what they want to deliver, but after the event you need to also administer how you need connect that bond with the participants, so that you can make sure also in the future they come and join you. So that is one thing that IEEE GST ensured to do it. And I learned a lot of things as a technical volunteer from my seniors and my colleagues as well. And after a year, I became the IEEE MTTS vice chairperson, and last year I was the chairperson of MTTS. So what I want to say is that, as Bijisa mentioned, that you always need to take guidance of the experienced volunteers, those who have already worked in IEEE. So we make sure that we have a connect with the past and the present of IEEE. Also, when you need to execute something and you don't have much time and you need proper things to work it out. So there always you need an element of a catalyst. So I'd say Vijay sir is that catalyst. He always keeps on motivating you. He gives you tips and ideas that how you can execute things quickly and properly. So that is one thing. And when you form your new council or form a new team, always make sure that you don't need to only conduct events and take work from them. You also need to make sure that you create a personal bond with them, because that personal bond, when it grows in the future, then it can become a good fruitful council. And that's all I'd like to say. Yes, thank you.
Okay. So my first question is to Biju sir. What do you think is the importance of IEEE in like present, and how do you got associated with IEEE?
Nira, can you say again?
So am I audible?
Yeah, it's audible. I don't know. I can. The level of sound is very less. I don't know what is the reason. Yeah. Please tell me again.
Okay. So how did you get associated with IEEE, and what do you think is the importance of IEEE in the present world? Like how it benefits students?
Okay. So maybe the most important one is the complete skill development for the students. And all IEEE members will agree that one. The overall improvement is always happening for the students. Once they joined, and they can compare, okay, when they joined in first year and when they are in final year. the difference is always noticeable. And this always help even for the placement also. Every time, okay, almost all IEEE volunteers is always placed. That is 100% placement. Because they're always confident in front of that interview committee or even for a group discussion. They're always, because they got a lot of experience in that 3 level or 2 level volunteering. And then the technical knowledge, what they are getting, maybe due to the participation or maybe due to the event conduction. And the third, maybe the important point is the networking. They got a lot of friends, not only in Mumbai, they are in all India, maybe even outside India also. Because we have conducted a symposium and we got almost 22 speakers, and they are from different countries. And these actually the only students are contacted them, so that the network will be then it's a always benefit. The students will be benefited through that network. I feel all these three are the most important plus point for students. Okay, that IEEE is going to provide.
Okay. And so, what are the major events that your student body organizes every year that are like successful or other students are enthusiastic about?
Yeah, Batsal, can you answer the major events?
Yes, sir. So basically, we have two different halves in a year, like 6 months. So in the first half of the year, we conduct our major event, that is a symposium named Epsilon. So that is our major event, in which we have different sub chapters, and in different chapters we have different events such as seminars, workshops, panel discussions, and overall that event is a 3-day symposium. So that's the main event of the first half of the year. And for the second half of the year, we conduct a major event, that is a technical fest known as Techopedia. And today, like one month before, we had conducted Techopedia 10.0, that is the decade of Techopedia. So in that event, we have basically we have conducted six different events. One was a debate competition. The second was a quiz competition. Third was a technical event, and just like that, we conducted six different events in a whole Techopedia. So these are the two major events that we conduct throughout the year. And apart from this, we have three subchapters, namely MTTS, CS, and WI. Under each subchapter, we conduct different webinars and workshops throughout the year, and that's how our council works. And these are the major events we conduct.
Okay,
I just want to add one point that Techopedia only we got Daryl Chong Activity Awards,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
for a Techopedia we this year okay, we got almost 1,500 registration. That is 1,500 teams for the Techopedia. It's a huge level technical festival,
Yeah,
and that was
basically we
selected
have
for
a lot of.
that Daryl Chong Award last year.
Yeah. So rightly said by sir, we have a lot of registrations in Techopedia as well as Epsilon. So like we have participants from all over the country, and we can say that all over the world also, because our alumni and people from different parts of the world come to participate due to our publicity and the way we publicize the event. So that's why we have a count of more than 1,500 teams overall for the events. Yeah.
Okay, so now my co-host Anurag is here and he'll be asking some questions on behalf of our student rounds.
Yeah, hello guys. One of our audience asked about the Volt program, the IEEE Volt program. So Biju sir, can you explain about that?
Uh, can you repeat the question?
Yes, sir. Sir, about the IEEE Volt program, which is I
Yeah,
think which I guess it is for volunteers. So what is it
yeah.
and how can we be part of it?
Okay, IEEE volunteering. Almost all our student members are the part of Bombay section also. So they are in a different committee, maybe the student activity committee or a different committee. Almost all are there. So they are getting an experience from even from students branch as well as from Bombay section. And even I think there are some students even at India Council also. So then they are getting that multiple level experience from Bombay section, from student branch as well as that India Council.
Okay, sir. Sir, one big problem that many IEEE clubs faces is that how to maintain the members, like how to maintain the retention of members in the club. So how can we ensure that, sir?
I don't know what answer I can give for that one. Especially this last 1-2 years, almost all student branch face problem that is due to this COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
Because once we are not able to meet the student, it is very difficult to keep that number of members the same. Fortunately, we got. I don't know what is the reason or what we had to do for that one. The best thing is whenever the students join in first year itself, they are eagerly waiting for joining in IEEE. There are many students. So we create I don't know, some reputation that way. That is, I think it's very important. So once the reputation is there, even though there is a COVID problem or whatever be the reason, the students should join. Otherwise, once the students join, then it's actually easy for us to retain that membership. Without joining, it's slightly complicated. I think I know it's almost all students branches facing that problem. Or any members can give any suggestion regarding that one? What we have to do for retaining the members?
What I think is, there need to be something you always offer to the volunteers. For example, IEEE always, offers new learning opportunities. So if there is something to learn new, then I don't think anyone will say no to it. And just make sure that every year or by each passing time, you have something new to offer them. If they see that which is attracting them, then they'll surely come and join you. So that won't be an issue. Just try to keep engaging with them with whatever you have.
Okay, yeah, that's right. My next question would be like, are there any student exchange programs under IEEE Forum where we may get a chance to, meet students from abroad also and experience this multicultural program? And how can we work with them? Is there any exchange programs?
And we don't have any exchange program, but we are having some collaboration with the other student branch. We used to conduct different events with the other student branches also. Especially many colleges, even DBIT. There are many colleges. We conducted that collaborative events. Otherwise, we never made any students exchange program.
But I guess there are like conferences. Sir, Sibin got sponsored to go to
But it is
abroad,
not
right?
an exchange program, correct?
It's not exchange, but it's like conference. You can go attend and network with.
Many of our members got a sponsorship from IEEE for attending conferences. Especially that international conference, each student got $500.
Okay, sir. Sir, one student has asked that can we make IEEE a career? Like apart from like at present we can use it as a side hobby or something, like we can engage in IEEE along with our main career. But can we make IEEE our main career? Like can we be full time associated with it?
Yeah, there is a India offices in Bangalore, and there are many employees are there in that IEEE office. But that is something like it's a non-technical employees only. They're office employees. So otherwise, we cannot take as a full-time job as an IEEE. because all these are volunteering only, correct? It's a free of service. From our IEEE Bombay section chair to everyone. They are working in different organization and they are giving the service to IEEE.
Yeah, yes, sir. And sir, what are the major funding opportunities that we could apply for as an IEEE?
Okay, funding opportunity. Basically, the main funding opportunities are through society only. Like directly, that IEEE is not providing any, not much funding, except that a rebate what we are getting every year. But the major source of funding is through society, because for each society, okay, there is enough fund is available, and according to their requirement, if you are able to conduct, then we will get funding. Like an example, last year, okay, we conducted an MTTS workshop. It's a 6 days workshop. For that workshop, okay, we got $500. So that was the requirement. So we should submit all the details about that workshop there, and they satisfied all the data, and we got $500. And similarly, for each society, okay, funding is possible.
Okay, sir. And now I would like to add Karthik in the stream so that. Hello, hi Karthik. Karthik, as you are the past chair of Computer Society, can you explain what is the importance of Computer Society in IEEE?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So, talking about computer society, like last year we had only initiated the chapter, so it was the first year, and in the first year we conducted lots of events. So, we conducted UI UX events wherein we engaged participants in a workshop, and then we asked them to create their own UI or UX, and participate in a sort of a competition. Secondly, we conducted a data analytics workshop, which was based on means we explained Power BI to attendees and how it works, and the speaker had explained thoroughly how we can use Power BI to create our own dashboards and do visualization techniques. And thirdly, we had done a 4 week long workshop, not a workshop exactly, but a 4 week long lecture series on competitive coding. So this was done so that we could give a boost to participants and explain what competitive coding is, how it helps them. And further on, there is always IEEE Extreme. We have been conducting IEEE Extreme as a part of this the yearly conduit for a I guess 14 years now. We did IEEE Extreme 14.0 this year, and in that, it is essentially a coding competition wherein participants get to learn how different problem statements come forth and how they can solve them and how the complexity works and everything. So, as a chapter, Computer Society has a lot to offer because the areas in Society is vast. There are a lot of domains, like just as I mentioned, UI, UX, data analytics, competitive coding. These are just a few of the many domains that the chapter offers. So, any member of Computer Society has free access to all of these domains. They get to learn a lot. Plus there are a lot of conferences that they can attend wherein they get travel grants, and that way they can improve themselves. They if there is some particular field that they are interested in, so they can enter that field specifically and learn more about that field. So as a chapter, it is very helpful for any member, and any member can easily step into their domains via the chapter.
Okay. And like there are different sections of IEEE, like Women in Engineering, MTTS, Computer Society. So how can we work interchangeably? How can we interact all the societies in one and conduct one such event, which involves all the societies? Can we do that?
Yeah, so the prime example was Epsilon. We basically split Epsilon in three tracks. That was IEEE, CS, and MTTS. And Epsilon was a symposium, 3 day long symposium, wherein we had 22 speakers, and some of them were international speakers too. And we divided the symposium into three tracks, and we conducted webinars and workshops in different tracks. For example, under CS, we conducted cloud computing workshops and webinars, and under MTTS, we explored quantum computing, and under let's say IEEE, we explored AI and ML. So that's how we pulled it off. Yeah.
Okay, that's great actually. Also, like there is some thinking that if we do IEEE, it would help us in our career. We can write it in the resume also. Like students think that way. So, do you think it really plays a great role in our resume if we write that we are part of IEEE?
Yeah, so as Biju sir previously mentioned, all of the IEEE members, all of the IEEE executive committee members that we had over the past years, they have been placed very easily, and it is the mentioning IEEE in your resume has a importance, has a weightage. You cannot say that it does not. And secondly, the more you work with IEEE, the more you get to learn from IEEE. Like besides events, conducting events and workshops, one of the most crucial parts of IEEE is that you get to conduct projects, you get to do projects, and in doing those projects, you learn a lot of technical things. You learn a lot of say suppose recently we had been working on a few projects, like the ISP project, the IEEE Smart Village project, which we had initiated a few years back. We have been working on that, and the entire all the IEEE members that we have under us all have been involved in that project, such that everyone gets a glimpse of what it is, everyone gets to learn something from it. So just mentioning IEEE in your resume is not of the most importance, but you do projects under IEEE, you do workshops under IEEE. That is what is crucial, that is what will help you on your resume and stuff.
Okay. So my question is to Karthik. Like this year, will be starting our own computer society in IEEE. What is your advice to them, like those guys who will be starting the computer society? Like, what points they should follow from your experience?
Yeah, so when initiating a chapter, I think the first and foremost thing to look at is what is the primary objective with which the chapter is opening. Like, for instance, the year wherein I opened the chapter, my objective was to give a boost to competitive coding and data analytics. Like, these were the domains that we wanted to focus on. So I think that is important, because when you're opening a chapter, you cannot just open a chapter and just touch each and everything in that chapter in one go, right? You need to focus on something, so that if you have a focus on something, then something fruitful comes out of it, and participants also understand. So as Biju sir previously mentioned, all of our workshops, all of our webinars, we take participant feedback, and we further conduct workshops and webinars which participants tell us in their feedback. So that way the chapter blooms and the chapter grows, because we are doing events that will engage the participants easily, because they themselves are suggesting to us that we do something like that. So I think that is one thing that is of importance. Secondly, uh, the more events you conduct, the more members you retain. Like when you are initiating a chapter, you have to initiate a chapter with, I guess, 6 or 8 members. But after that, it comes down to how you conduct events, and how many events you conduct, and what is the quality of events and speakers. All of that will affect how participants are engaging with the chapter, and more the engagement, the easier it is for the chapter to grow and to retain members, and to size up their chapter.
Okay. Then there's an audience question. Can you please brief us about the working of women in engineering in IEEE?
Okay.
Yeah,
You go
go
ahead,
ahead, go
Karthik.
ahead.
Oh, okay. So, WI essentially focuses more on non-technical aspect of like IEEE. We in under WIE, we conduct seminars and webinars on, let's say mental health, or there are also there was a webinar on like in the women industry, them sharing their experience working in an industry. And the main thing that we do under WI is STEM lectures. We go to underprivileged schools and teach the students about STEM, about science and engineering, and basically encourage them to look at the brighter side and maybe in the future consider a career in STEM. So our main initiative under WI is STEM lectures.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my question is to you all. The most important points to take care of while applying for awards.
Sorry, could you just repeat?
What are the most important points that we need to take care of while applying for the awards, like the regional art and awards and stuff?
Yeah, I guess Anusha can give you a better answer about that. But when you are applying for awards, there is a set format that the awards committee themselves offers. In that format, there are a few number of questions, and you have to answer those questions. It is easier to answer those questions when you are actively conducting events, doing webinars. But suggestively, if you're not very active as a SB, then it does not mean that you don't need to apply for awards. It just says that you'll need to work that much harder while writing the answers. I guess, Anusha, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, just like when like Karthik said, there are set fields, and there are limits to that, and you have to be concise and brief. They look for that. They don't read the whole thing. You have to state your point, be to the point, and try to present the events that you have conducted in a good light. That is mainly like the main. And if your vtools is updated with all the reports, then that also plays a major role. They consider that while the award nominations.
Yeah, that is very important. That B2 submission is very important for that too.
Okay,
Yes.
sir. Oh, now I'll add.
Uh, I think we have had enough questions from our audience also. So, like Biju sir and you guys, if you have anything more to say to our audience and to us, you could go ahead. Otherwise, we will wrap up the session, sir.
Uh, I wish all the best for your student branch. Surely I can. Surely, okay. I'm sure okay, I'm going to hear more success story from your branch.
Yes, sir. We
Yeah.
will make our team stronger and we will definitely give you the results also. Uh,
Yeah, I would
should
like
we wrap up
to
the
wish
session?
the IEEE Acropolis team all the success in near future. Thank you for having us, and it was great interacting with you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, it was great for us too. And I hope we will collaborate in future. Our teams would collaborate. We really look forward to that.
Sure, sure, sure.
Uh, okay, so I am presenting a digital memento for you guys. Wait a second. So thank you once again, sir. Biju sir,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
we felt honored to have you with us, sir, today. And like it was so humbled listening to you. Like it was an interaction, so you made us comfortable. And also, like your learnings, whatever you said, it will help us in forming our team stronger. And also, thanks to you guys, Karthik sir, Ruben sir, Vatsal sir, and Anusha ma'am, that you showed your presence in this session. And you told us about your personal experiences with IEEE and how we could relate to it. Like, as being a student, also, like, we could relate how you faced all these things. So, thank you once again for giving your time and thank you for enlightening us. And we also look forward to meeting you soon again. And also, like at the end, I would also like to thank each participant who attended the session, who took out the time to attend it, and we hope you have something to take away from this session. And at last, thanks and cheers to the whole IEEE student branch who helped in planning and executing this session, and many more events to come from our side. So thank you so much, guys, and thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you. All the
Thank
best.
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us. All the best.
Thank you. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations to everyone behind this event also.
Thank you, sir.
So can we leave?
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, sir.
Bye bye.
Okay, and to the attendees, we have posted a feedback form. Please Okay, and
Wow.
I thank everyone for attending this session. I hope you best for your futures.